What is up, Ocala? Coach Joey coming in, your fitness coach and mentor, and I wanted to kind of come in and talk about something today. And I know a lot of you guys are kicking off the New Year's. You maybe have some financial goals, some relationship goals. Obviously, a lot of the popular stuff is the fitness goals, maybe education goals, starting something new goals, whatever your goals are. For those of you who have kind of set some goals, congrats on that. Hopefully, you're still well on your way to keeping track of that. Don't let yourself get derailed. But I want to talk about some of the times that come up when people think about making a change for themselves, whether it be something like going back to school or trying to find a new career opportunity, or maybe relationships or financial things or whatever the case is. And it's kind of real easy to get yourself kind of gridlocked in that same position outside of comfort. So when you want to try something new, a lot of people, they'll think about it. They'll think about some of the positive things about learning to do something, but then they'll start thinking about all the negatives and the recourse that kind of comes along with it, like going back to school or changing your job or learning to play the piano or whatever the case is. So next time you want to get involved in something like that, ask yourself, what do I have to lose by doing this? And here's what most people are going to answer. Most people are going to answer with A, I don't have the time, or B, I'm not going to have the money. Now, in those two instances, we're going to talk about kind of breaking that down. So number one, I don't have the time. Now, I get that there are probably some people that walk this planet that legitimately probably do not have the time to kind of start something that they want to do or want to add to their life, or something that's going to add quality to their life. If you're the person who plays video games, watches ESPN, sits on Facebook, if you add all those little bits of time up that you spend through the day and condense it into one single component or one single number, how much time do you really have? And then how much of that other stuff are you willing to give up to kind of get involved in something that's going to make you happy, or something that may have a profound impact or a profound change on your life? All right. Number two, this is the big one, is money. And people get really wrapped up when you talk about monetary things. So like, I can't start this new job because I can't afford it, or I have to pay for this, or I have to pay for that. And you kind of get wrapped up in that. Or I can't go to school because if I go to school, it's going to cost money and then I'm going to have to take time off of work. Or I can't go to the gym because the gym is 30, 40, 50 bucks a month and I can't afford it. Or I can't have somebody help me with my nutrition plan because they want to charge me X amount of dollars a month, or whatever the case is. Usually people are going to talk about finances when it comes to making some of these changes in their lives. Well, there's a couple of things. One, is the current things that you're spending your finances on, are they truly making you happy? Is that car you have, or that cell phone, or that cable TV, or those things that you have that monthly commitment to financially, are those things really and truly making you happy? And if they are, that's all right. If they're not, maybe find a way to condense some of that down and get rid of it, and that's going to free up some of your personal finances to get involved in other things. Number two, if you're like any other person in the planet, like when we were talking about time a couple seconds ago, if you're somebody who goes out to eat a couple days a week, if you're somebody who goes out and has a Starbucks every other morning, if you're somebody who, buys energy drinks every morning, myself, I'm just as guilty as everybody else. But if you find yourself in that category, realistically sit down, think about the happiness that you get from that, and see if some of those other things are going to make you happier. All right, you guys. And if you answer yes, then give some of those other things up to get to some of the places and some of the things that are going to make you happy. When you really question yourself, what do I got to lose? You'll look at the things that you could potentially give up, and they really don't add any value to your life anyway. So why not let them go? All right, you guys, Coach Joey out. Hopefully we'll see everybody in the gym later on tonight.